On this 50-point inspection from Blaze Brewing Company, they're out of Biddeford, Maine. I have their Jammed Flow. It's a double IPA. Comes in at 8.5% ABV. I do not know what hops are in this, but I do know that this beer is fast approaching 3 months old. So I got to get it in. Yeah, no other information on the can. That's the label art, and let's go ahead and give this one a pour. Okay, so the head on this, I poured it fairly, I gave it a decent pour, and it barely built a head. It's kind of a rocky, kind of creamy white head, and the color of the beer itself is that kind of hazy orange. I have not had many beers from Blaze. I've had basically a sour from them. They do pretty good sours. I've had a Pilsner from them, which was also very nice. I don't think I've ever had an IPA from them, so this is my first experience with their IPAs. They do a lot of collaboration stuff with Branch and Blade. So let's see what Blaze can do with this double IPA. Let's get some aromas. It does have some smells coming out of the glass from pretty far away. It's got a sweetness to it. Kind of see it a little bit on that kind of like pineapple, citrusy side. There's kind of a candy note, kind of a malt sweetness as well. See, as we get further into it, let's see what we get. Yeah, it's kind of like tangerine, maybe a bit more towards an orange juice as well. Say hints of pineapple. Yeah. It's kind of a maybe like a gummy peach note in there as well. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. Let's just first swig. Cheers. All right, the body on this seems to be about medium. It does have a medium carbonation to it. Spritzy. It's got a somewhat soft feel on the palate, although it is very liquidy. And then it does have an extreme dryingness to the palate. Drying my tongue right up. Some flavor notes out of this. Let's focus on some malt. Yeah, it's slightly bready. A little bit of like a wheat flavor in there. I'd say just a touch of like a biscuit. Mild graininess. Some of the hop flavors. Yeah, it's got like a slight citrusy, maybe a little bit pithy. I see a little bit of grapefruit in there. It's not as sweet on the palate as it was in the aromatics. It's not like gummy notes. I could see peach, but it's like biting into the peach skin and everything. It does have a bit of bitterness to it. I would say it's moderately bitter. It does come up. It's kind of along that kind of pithy peach skin. Maybe a little bit earthy tone as well on the finish, the bitterness. .5% ABV. I would say not really detectable that much on the palate as far as an alcoholic flavor, but I am actually getting quite a bit of warming going on in my chest. So 8.5%. This one's definitely warming up my chest a bit. Yeah, I am ready to go ahead and give this one a score. I am back with my score. Let's first look at Untapped. Says that it is jammed. Jammed Flow is our 8.5% double IPA with Amarillo, the big brother of Jam Flow. Jammed Flow is brewed with a wheat heavy grist and then dry hopped excessively with Amarillo, Mosaic, and Citra. This combination yielded an incredibly juicy and soft beer that goes down easy. Jammed Flow smells and tastes like pineapple, overripe orange, and sweet melon. Enjoy. Out of 869 ratings, this beer averages out at a 4.04, which we just leave that at like a 4.0 basically, out of 5 on Untapped. And on my scale, that would land this as a good beer. Now, when I give my score, I am drinking this thing just about 3 months old, so I mean, most IPAs should be perfectly fine up to 3 months. Some can even last longer than that. Notes do start to fall off on some beers a little bit more rapidly than others. So I don't know what this would be like if it's like under a month old, you know, maybe it's more juicy and stuff. I did pick up on similar notes as to what they're saying. So, I mean, it's got some staying power to the hop flavors and stuff. But I'm going by based off the product that I have in front of me with my score. For the appearance, I didn't like the little rocky head that it had. I wish it would have built a bigger head. So I'm just going to ding it a little bit. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 6 for the appearance. On the aromas, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. On the flavor score, I'm going to give it a 12.5 out of 19. The body, a little bit disappointing with like how liquid wet it is. I wish it was even softer and fluffier than what it came off as. Little ding, 4.5 out of 5 for the body. Overall, I'm at a 6.5 out of 10 for this beer, which is going to give Jammed Flow, the double IPA from Blaze Brewing, a bumpy 35.5 out of 50, which lands at between drinkable and good. And like I said, I'll go ahead and bump this up a little bit. I could have been nicer on the appearance as well, which would have put it into this category anyways. We'll go ahead and say this is a good beer. So, just want to say cheers. Thank you all for watching.